From the shocking moment a vintage World War II plane loses its landing gear only seconds after touching down, to a terrifying video of a seaplane crashing into a lake only 100 feet away from spectators. Here are 5 of the most dangerous airplane landing moments. Number 5. About 10 miles south of Cambridge lies Duxford, a small town in Cambridgeshire, England, that is home to a former Royal Air Force airfield. In 1972, the Ministry of Defense decided to begin housing aircraft of great historical significance in its hangars to transform the site into a museum. During an airshow on June 6, 2004, an aircraft used in World War II was deployed at Duxford and on full display. The performance went off without a hitch, but it was when the pilot came in for a landing that things took a turn for the worst. Crews were quick to reach the pilot to assist him and make sure he was alright, which thankfully he was. The cause of the crash was clear in the video. The landing gear failed, allowing the aircraft to tip and head off course. It was a costly accident, but thankfully one that caused no injuries. Number 4. Back on April 10th of 2021, an Ethiopian cargo plane was set to land at Miami International when things suddenly took a violent turn. As the plane nears the runway, it suddenly begins to rock back and forth before touching down for a rather rough landing. The wind is an essential element for the flight of any aircraft. Without air currents, we would not be able to see any aerial vehicle flying in the sky. Unfortunately, even if the wind can be a powerful ally, it can also cause moments like this where the pilots nearly lose control of the plane. Fortunately, the pilots pulled it together at the last second. Number 3. 72 kilometers southwest of Wellington, across the Cook Strait, lies Blenheim, the capital of the Marlborough region. It is also the location of the Woodbourne Airport, which connects Blenheim with the rest of New Zealand. On February 9, 2001, a Bombardier Dash 8 Q300 airplane radioed to the tower to inform them of a nose landing gear malfunction. The pilot, being skilled enough, decided to attempt a landing, and the video was enough to make your palms sweat. The aircraft touched down and immediately tipped forward as it slid across the runway before coming to a gentle stop. The pilot pulled it off. On board the plane were 41 passengers who were likely more than relieved to be back on solid ground. Due to the pilot's skilled landing, there were no injuries reported. Number 2. Blind Bay is a settlement located at the southwestern end of Shuswap Lake in the Shuswap region of British Columbia. Although it boasts a unique natural beauty, what has made Blind Bay truly popular has not been its beautiful scenery, but a particular accident it had a few years ago. On July 11, 2016, a group of families spending the day by the lake noticed two seaplanes flying overhead. Things seemed to be going reasonably normal for both planes until one of them came in for a landing and ended up crash landing into the lake. According to local media, the owner had fitted a larger engine to his seaplane without additional reinforcement for engine support. The impact on the water was too much for the extra weight of the engine and was torn from the fuselage. It was a pretty violent scene, but miraculously, the pilot was not injured and was quickly rescued. The U.S. city of Oshkosh is the 9th largest in all of Wisconsin. If there's one thing that makes this city attractive, it's the EAA AirVenture, an annual air show that brings aviation enthusiasts from all over together in one place. Sometimes, though, not everything goes according to plan. On July 28, 2021, aviation fans encountered a completely unusual scene. After completing a performance, an F-16 Fighting Falcon came in for landing. You know, the part of the air show where you'd least expect an accident? It quickly became clear the plane was going too fast, and a second later, it slid off the runway.
I thought he was taxiing awful fast. Didn't you? Huh?
After the plane began to smoke and catch fire, a team mobilized to keep the situation under control. The accident caused damage totaling $5.4 million. However, the pilot, who belongs to the 100th Fighter Squadron of the Alabama Air National Guard, managed to walk away unscathed. Well, that's all we have for today. If you have a clip you want to see featured on the channel, you can send in your submissions to the link down below or go to submit.monthlyfails.tv. Otherwise, click the link on the screen now to see more videos just like this. And with that, we will catch you in the next one.